You won't believe how a girl who changed fashion forever died with no one from the industry at her funeral. Imagine walking into a room and making one of the greatest photographers on earth say, "Wow." Not just impressed, stopped in his tracks. Imagine being so captivating, so electric, that designers were practically begging to book you. No casting calls, no climb, just boom, you're the face. Now picture that same girl, dead at 26. And not one of those same people shows up to her funeral. Not a soul. Sounds impossible, right? But that's exactly what happened to Gia Carangi, the girl who redefined what it meant to be a model before the word supermodel even existed. It's 1977. Models are still seen as walking mannequins, pretty faces, silent bodies. But Gia crashes into that world like a comet. A 17-year-old misfit from Northeast Philly, all attitude and eyeliner, who grew up in a world that didn't know what to do with her. Her dad ran sandwich shops. Her mom walked out when she was 11. Gia? She hung out with the glam rock kids, the Bowie kids. Gender-bending, glitter-drenched, unapologetically weird. And get this, she was openly gay. Not in that hush-hush, maybe she's bi way. No. Gia was out there, sending girls flowers in high school, making no apologies. In 1977. That's bravery most people couldn't dream of. She didn't hide. She didn't pretend. She owned who she was when the world wasn't ready. One night, she's at a Philly nightclub, just vibing, and a photographer spots her. Next thing you know, she's on a train to New York, soaked from the rain, wearing what she called boy clothes. And she walks straight into one of the biggest modeling agencies in the world. The woman in charge takes one look and signs her on the spot. No test shots, no waiting, just, yes, you. Because even back then, Gia had it. That spark, that raw, untamed energy that doesn't just wear clothes, it transforms them. Within a year, she's everywhere. Vogue, Cosmo, Paris, Milan. By 19, she's on magazine covers most models dream about their whole lives. By 20, she's making $500,000 a year. In 1980 money, that's CEO-level cash. And she's doing it all while dating women in public, dancing in Blondie music videos, and walking runways like she owns the damn earth. Photographers loved her, and not just for her looks, though yeah, she was breathtaking, but because she didn't pose like anyone else. Gia moved like she was on her own wavelength. She didn't model. She became the photo. She had this way of walking, of moving, like she was dancing to music only she could hear. She wasn't the polished Malibu blonde image the fashion world loved back then. She was real, gritty, dangerous, and they couldn't get enough. But Gia wasn't just a rising star. She was also just a kid, far from home, losing herself in a world of flashbulbs and late nights. And the one person keeping her steady, the agency head who discovered her. This woman didn't just manage Gia's career, she protected her, believed in her, maybe even loved her like the mother Gia lost. And then, she got sick. Lung cancer. The kind you don't walk away from. When she died, it broke something in Gia. The parties got darker, the drugs got harder. She tried to keep it casual, told people she'd never inject, only snort. You know where this is going. Addiction doesn't care how you start. By late 1980, Gia's shooting up. She starts showing up to shoots high. Sometimes she doesn't show up at all. Photographers who once called her magic now avoid her. Rumors start, about hiding track marks with poses, about breakdowns on set. One agency drops her in 3 weeks. Even Sandy, the makeup artist Gia had chased with teenage romance energy, cuts ties. Because Gia wasn't just using, she was trying to bring others with her. People were scared. Fashion turns fast. One year, you're everyone's muse. The next, you're untouchable. By 1982, she's barely working. Her last big gig? A Versace shoot. She tells them she's stepping out for cigarettes, and just never comes back. After that, it's catalogs, a few random bookings. Then nothing, just silence. She moves back to Philly, tries to get clean. Tries everything. Methadone, rehab, even normal jobs. But the high keeps calling her back. And in Atlantic City, it gets worse. Gia starts selling her body for heroin money. The girl who once graced 5 Cosmo covers is now living in motels, getting high with strangers. Then pneumonia hits, December 1985. She's so sick they run extra tests. That's when they find it. AIDS. It's 1985. People don't understand AIDS yet, but they know it kills. They know it's terrifying. And now, Gia has it. She's 26, and she knows the end is near. She tells a friend she's not afraid to die. She's afraid of being forgotten. And then, on November 18th, 1986, Gia Carangi dies. No fashion people come to the funeral. No flowers, no statement, no goodbye. Just a small service in Philly, and a one-line obituary, former model, 26. But here's the twist. Gia's story doesn't stay buried. Years later, journalists start writing about her. A book comes out, then a movie. Suddenly people are realizing this girl didn't just model, she invented the idea of the model as icon. Cindy Crawford? She was literally nicknamed Baby Gia when she started. Because photographers missed Gia so much, they looked for someone who reminded them of her. And now, finally, people remember. Because Gia wasn't just beautiful, she was bold. She showed up before the world was ready for someone like her. Openly gay, wild, unfiltered. She wasn't trying to be anyone else. She just was. And she proved that sometimes being exactly who you are, even for just a few shining years, is enough to shake the world. So yeah, fashion didn't show up to her funeral, but they couldn't erase her legacy. We remember Gia. We see her in every model who breaks the mold, in every photo that makes you feel something real. She changed the game. She lived fast, loved hard, and left behind more than a legend. She left truth. And if that's not iconic, what is? If Gia's story moved you, even just a little, don't forget to hit like, drop a comment, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because people like Gia deserve to be remembered, always.